today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the NECA Toys Alien vs. Predator Temple Guard Predator. With features over 30 points of articulation, includes shuriken, sword, spear, backpack, cannon, and skulls. Bottom of the package, like the other two Predators that we had a look at, features a slight glimpse of the Temple Guard Predator down below. As for the back of the package, the other figures available we've already had a look at is the helmeted Scar Predator, the Ancient Warrior Predator, and the Temple Guard. Actually, Temple Guard was here, the Ancient Warrior Predator on the other side. A read-up says, for centuries the Huja have had a presence on Earth and have quietly influenced our history and culture. Worshipped as gods, these ancient predators taught humans how to construct pyramids and temples that served as ceremonial hunting grounds for young blood Huja, while hosting many dangerous prey. As tribute to their off-world deities, the natives would sacrifice themselves for these hunts, voluntarily becoming breeding grounds for creatures such as xenomorphs. Personally appointed by the clan elders, the temple guards, also known as guardians, are chosen for their loyalty and fighting skill, as they are the personal escorts and protectors of the clan leaders. These Hujas must give up the hunter life to honor their leader as soldier and defender, preventing everything from assassinations to clan wars. The temple guards are also essential for off-world escorts, as they are tasked with protecting their elder from prey being hunted and keeping order among the alien civilizations they encounter. To check out more from the folks over at NECA Toys, you can go to www.necaonline.com. Spot's going to take a break and get this opened up. When we come back, though, we're going to get a better look at the Temple Guard Predator from AVP. There's more heading your way, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. By comparing him really to the other Predators that we've had a look at, by far, Temple Guard Predator comes with the most accessories. He comes with the plasma caster back cannon, along with the adjustable neck and the additional cannon that can go on top. I left it off for the sake of this review so I can show you how it attaches. Not the easiest. You kind of have to grab the neck and just wiggle the cannon onto it until it stays in place. Now it has a couple of points of articulation. The neck does hinge. Of course, there's the peg point where the cannon is attached. There's a secondary hinge. And then this whole section slides back and forth. There's a little track back and forth that the cannon does slide on. Doesn't always slide the greatest, but there's the plasma caster cannon. If it does look like it's very similar in design, it's actually the exact same cannon as that of the Ancient Warrior Predator. Same exact design, just one is greener in color, and actually one is closer to more like a brown or sand gray. The Temple Guard Predator also comes with a shuriken, and you'll probably see a lot of these accessories as duplicates to some of the other Predators we had to look at. He does come also with a shuriken. Comes with the same leg blade. Like the other Predator, the Ancient Predator, he also comes with a retracted spear, as well as an extended spear also. He comes with, and this is pretty much the only thing that differs him from the other Predators, is that he does come with the extended blades. Now he actually comes with a couple of different variations. One's from the very longest tips, longest lengths. He has ones that are more medium length. And finally, he's got ones of a smaller length too. And just before I put these blades on him, he also comes with the same 4 skulls as that of the Ancient Predator. Little small, tiny skulls. Again, you could attach them to his necklace. I haven't really been able to find any other place on him where these could attach to, so that's basically where I can attach them in the meantime. Not really sure why they had to have these as separate pieces, to be honest. They are nicely detailed, just something that guaranteed I'm going to lose. We'll just put those to the side for the time being. Alright, so having a look at the Temple Guard Predator, let's move some of the accessories just to the side for the time being. There we go. As for the Temple Guard Predator, revisiting what we were talking about, again, he does come with various different lengths of blades. The smaller blades you can put into his little side gauntlet. It is very small though. Or you can also add the longer blades to there as well. And as well, the back sections of the Temple Guard Predators also have the slot where you can add those blades too. And again, you can add them from the medium length to the longest length. And then from there you have options, as he does have them on both sides. You have options then to add the short or longer blades depending on your preference. You might get a little excessive, I suppose, by adding such long blades to both areas, but you can get something quite impressive, I have to admit. Now let's just take these out, because guaranteed they're going to probably fall out while we're having a look at the figure itself. Now as for the Temple Guard Predator, I look at him, he kind of reminds me of City Hunter Predator from Predator 2. Of course, a little bit more armored up in the gauntlet area. I will say though, his face seems very, very squished. The top part doesn't look too bad, as it does kind of bear some resemblance to almost like a not quite a Klingon, but that sort of scaled look to it. But I found like the front area of his nose, or where his face would reside, seems very narrow. That I guess ultimately when you look at the whole package, it does seem like he's a little on the squished side. He's simplistic in his armor, I guess, except for the fact that really his side gauntlets are, as you know, housing the additional blades. But just kind of showing you a comparison with him and some of the other predators that we had a look at. There he is next to, let's just move him over slightly. There he is next to Ancient Predator. And then finally the first figure that we had a look at, a much bigger, bulkier Scar Predator. And there's the 3 figures from this wave. Proportionally, they all kind of look proper, but I feel like looking at Temple Guard Predator, again, his helmet or face plate seems a little on the squished side. I think a closer comparison probably would be between these two, as they are more the ancient clans. Especially like looking at him versus the Ancient Warrior Predator. Like proportionally his helmet looks proper, but again, like it just seems like the Warrior Guard seems like he just doesn't have as much in the mouth or faceplate area of his helmet. Other than that, I mean, the figure itself very similar to one another. They share very common traits. And again, swapping out certain components, as the side plate guard on his leg has been removed, and he now has 2 shurikens, a couple of different pouches on the sides, believing that this would be the guard that's protecting the ancient ones, or the upper classed predators, if you will. I can imagine he would be more armored up. Of course, not armored up in the sense that his torso armor or shoulder armor is more scaled up, but imagining that he would have all these additional blades makes some sense to me. And I guess maybe that might also have something to do with maybe the way that his helmet is also designed too. Very minimal in design. Other than that, the figure body looks like it is the same as the Ancient Predator. It's really the same as well as Scar Predator, but primarily the front plate on his armor, the torso armor, and the shoulders do carry over from one figure to the other. Now looking at all 3 figures, I think my favorite from this wave is the Ancient Warrior Predator. Just really got some great solid coloring to him. I love the green. I think that really stands out. It makes him stand out really from the other 2 figures of this 3-figure set. He also seems to have the same sort of sculpted foot, as that of the Ancient Warrior Predator as well. Here's the undersides of it. There's peg holes, but they don't come with the, they don't actually come with display stands. And then one last little thing, he does have the same additional control console that we've seen with the other Predators as well. And that just opens and closes. There's a little hinge that allows that to open and close. When it comes to your articulation for the Temple Guard Predator, he has a ball joint in the head, and I did leave the actual cannon off just because I knew moving the head this would probably just pop right off, so I just left it right off. Shoulders hinge out, forward and back. Because this is a soft rubber, it stays out of the way, and it's also independently hinged, so it doesn't restrict movement and motion in the arms. A rotation in the bicep area, a hinge or double hinge in the elbow. He has a rotation, which is a little on the loose side, I have to admit, a little on the loose side around the gauntlet area. And it's kind of hard to gauge which way to face the gauntlet. Like, I wanted to have it more on the side, but I guess it depends on whether you put the blade in there or not to kind of dictate how you're going to have it posed. He has an upper torso ball joint. He has a secondary ball joint that's attached to the waist area. Ball joint legs, top swivel cut thigh, double hinge knee, a swivel also in the lower gauntlet that's guarding over his shin and calf area. And then finally, not only a ball joint in the foot, but also a pivot as well. Again, like, not a bad figure, not my favorite from the set. My personal favorite is the Ancient Warrior Predator because he does something different. Not to say that this guy doesn't do something different. Temple Guard Predator is decent, just not my favorite from this set. Let me know down below which of the 3 figures that Spot had a look at, which is your favorite Predator design. Do you like this guy a little bit better? Do you like the Ancient Warrior Predator? Or do you like the helmeted Scar Predator the best? Today's Toy Spot, we were having a look at the final figure from the new wave of AVP figures. Today we're having a look at Temple Guard Predator. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more videos heading your way. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time.